Hey guys, it's Chit and welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited for this video. I feel like it's been a while. It's been some time since I've done like a protective style takedown, but I'll be taking down my protective style that I've had in for, I believe it's been like 2 months and 2.5 weeks, maybe 2 months and 3 weeks. Just under 3 months essentially, but I'm gonna take it down and also walk you guys through protective styling and just hair growth and all of that jazz in general. So now this will be a little bit more of a chatty video. I've just been wanting to do one of these videos, just like sitting down talking to you guys how I would talk to a normal friend about hair. I'll try and be as straight to the point in this video as possible, but if you want, like, just bam I don't care, give me the information as quickly as possible and let me get out. I have those types of videos. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk to you guys like I'm just talking to you guys as my friends, or like a younger version of myself. This is a conversation I would have about hair growth and all of that stuff whenever, especially back in the day, whenever I was trying to grow my hair and all of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna start by taking down my hair. So about this style that I've had in, this was an accidental protective style. Like, I did not plan to keep this in for as long as I have. My life has been so crazy lately, but I have left my hair alone. I put these, so basically what they are flat twists, very rough, loose flat twists along the back, and then in the front I have these individual twists, like I guess you would call them mini twists. And I've just been wearing my hair essentially with a scarf on top, and that's it. I haven't really been styling my hair at all in like the past 2.5 to 3 months. So in the past I would always say that I don't really think that there is a most foolproof protective style. Like, they all have their pluses and minuses, but that's from the perspective of like if you're actually styling your hair to wear it like as an actual style. Like this, I don't consider an actual style. This would just be doing my hair and putting it away. But if someone came up to me and was like, okay, I just want to retain the most length as possible in this amount of time. I don't care about what the style actually is. I don't care about actually wearing it as an actual style. How should I put my hair away to retain the most length? I would say something like this. And the reason why I think it's a really good way to safely put your hair away. So basically, our hair is always growing, but for a lot of us, our hair is just breaking so much that we aren't able to retain length, because as it's growing, it's also breaking. So by putting your hair away for extended periods of time and not manipulating it so much, because every time you manipulate your hair, you are giving it an opportunity to break. So by putting it away, you can go prolonged periods of time without experiencing breakage. So if you can go a period of time where it's growing and it's not breaking, then you can outwin the system, I guess, like where you won't be having the problem of, okay, yeah, my hair's growing, but it's also breaking so quickly and I can't retain any length. Protective styling works for that reason, allowing it to become essentially impossible for your hair to break for a period of time, because there's no way for your hair to break if you're not touching it. The problem with it is that it's very easy to go wrong with the styles that you actually do. For some people, the actual protective style is what is causing them breakage. Oh, my hair. I haven't seen it in such a long time. So yeah, as I'm talking, I'm just like, oh wow, it's been a while. But okay, yeah. So you want to choose styles, obviously, because of that reason. You want to choose styles that will actually break your hair in the process, and it'll be different for everyone depending on what your hair type is. Some people can't take certain styles that other people can, but you want to be putting your, oh, my hair feels so good, distracted by my hair. I haven't seen it in so long. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just I feel like it's been so long. Wow, it looks so good too. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna stop taking out my hair for a little bit and let's just chat. So as I was saying, you can leave your hair alone in many different ways. Not all of those ways will be beneficial for you. You want to leave your hair alone where the process in which you leave it alone isn't causing more breakage. The ways that it can cause you more breakage, the most common ways are if it's too tight, if it's too heavy, or if you are being rough to put in and take down the style itself. So with that being said, I would say that the most foolproof way of leaving your hair alone, no matter what your hair type, I don't think there's a single hair type that wouldn't benefit from this style. Because when you think about it, pretty sure most of us who are natural have done a twist out before, or like would not be averse to the idea of doing a twist out. And this is essentially a twist out that I didn't twist out until like 2.5 months later. Essentially, if you're someone who the act of like taking down and putting your hair into a style can be a lot. Think about just doing certain things that you already know your hair can handle, so you don't have to put too much effort into actually putting it in and taking it down. Sometimes, especially if you have a lot of thick hair, before you even put your hair into those braids, the trouble you had to endure sometimes your hair through to before you got into that style. You're being super rough to it, you're parting it anyhow, someone else is like mishandling your hair, doing all this stuff. Before you even get your hair to that style, you have already done a serious amount of damage to your hair. So that goes for both putting in the style and taking it down. Even though the style itself can be good, if the process that you are using to put it in is really damaging and the process that you may be using to take it down is also really damaging, the net result could actually be more damage than any benefit that you could have gotten for leaving your hair alone in between. It's such a good thing to like reiterate and sometimes remind ourselves of, like, if you are being really rough on your hair, expect it to break. If your hair feels really tight around your edges, expect your edges to be pulled out. If your hair feels super heavy, expect some of your hair to be ripped out. So listen to your own scalp and your own body and try to not add breakage through the process of trying to get to the point where you can actually leave your hair alone. So that's why I love this style. Like I said, these big twists are very simple. A lot of us do it every week sometimes if we do a twist out and wash our hair every week. So you can do that flat twist. The reason why I didn't do flat twists around all of my hair is for actually another reason that I'll get to, maybe not in this video, maybe later in this video, but essentially it kind of just worked out this way. I did not put my hair away with the intent of growing it. It just kind of happened for reasons I'll maybe explain later in this video. But if I were to put my hair away with only the intent of growing it, this is what I would do. So it kind of just worked out for this video, honestly. But I did mini twists in the front. Some people also like doing mini twists for all of their hair as a protective style. I feel like that would be a cool style that you could actually wear out. Like this, I would never wear my hair out like this without a scarf on top of it. But I feel like not doing mini twists all around your hair can be beneficial if you didn't care about the style. Again, this is better because as you saw me just take down this one section, which was just one flat twist, that would have been like maybe 10 mini twists. That would have taken me a lot much more manipulation to put my hair in those mini twists and to take it down from those mini twists. So even though mini twists themselves don't require too much manipulation to put in to take down, they require more manipulation than like just one big flat twist like this. So that's why I wouldn't do it along all of my hair if I was, again, just looking for a style that would be the most foolproof way. But the reason why it can be beneficial to just do it along the front of your hair is something that I've noticed through my own experiences with protective styling. I find that my edges just thrive when they aren't just pulled back and like being more exposed. Like they can rub out, things are rubbing against them. With this, and this is also why I like box braids that aren't heavy for like growing my edges. From my own experience, that's what I found has grown my edges a lot, as opposed to cornrows or things that expose my edges more, because all of my edges are in this and like they're fully protected and there's less, it's hard to explain, but there's less exposure. I find that my edges thrive in individually parted sections like that, as opposed to being lumped into one twist or one cornrow. So that's what I would say if you're looking for like what would be the most effective, I would say, and would have the least likelihood of you running into problems, especially if your hair is like the finer type or just breaks really easily. I find like doing something like this, it would be very hard for your hair to break from the actual style unless you're doing something very wrong, which is why I would say something like this. But I feel like for most of us, we like styling our hair and like wearing it out. So that's why I've never really talked about this or have done this myself, because hair is fun. Like I feel like there's so many things we can do with our hair as Black women that we should do those things. I consider myself someone who just likes styling my hair, even though in the process of styling it, as long as you're styling it correctly, you can grow it as well. But if I was only caring about growing it, and if you were only caring about growing it, or if you have like just time to spare and you don't care about like wearing scars for 3 months, that's how I would style my hair. So yeah, that's that. I have this thing where I say the best way to change the world or impact the world is to first understand it. That has to do with like pretty much every aspect of your life, but one way I apply it to hair as well, or like my own journey with my hair, is like the best way to impact, or like the best way to impact my hair is to first understand it. So throughout my own journey with all of this, The day I realized, and the day you realized, like as talking to you as a friend, the day we realized that our problem isn't hair growth, but our problem is breakage, then you can approach the problem differently than you may have in the past with like trying to buy all these expensive products or like these things that say that they're going to grow your hair overnight. You won't be addressing the real problem. But if you understand that the problem is breakage, you can address it by saying, okay, what are the ways that I can allow my hair to break less? And if you want to avoid breakage altogether, just leave your hair alone. And like the idea that it could be that simple, I feel like I don't know about you guys, but for me, I was like, I have to do all of this stuff. Like I have to do stuff for my hair to grow. The idea that I was supposed to just do nothing was like so crazy to me. But with all of that, if you realize that like growth isn't the problem, but breakage is, you also realize that it takes more work for your hair to break than it does for it to grow. Like our hair is naturally growing, something that just happens whether our hair is gonna grow or it's not gonna grow, because of our health conditions or things like that. But yeah, our hair is growing, but you have to put in work to break your hair. Like you have to actively go like this, or you have to actively, I don't know, just do something to your hair before it can break. So if you don't do all that crazy stuff to your hair, and you don't even have to be that crazy for our hair to break, whether you're relaxed or natural. And I want to do more videos on this with like talking about the chemistry and why we run into problems with breakage. But our hair breaks even if we are super, super gentle to it. If I was to do this very gently 1,000 times, I would cause breakage to my hair. So breakage is an unavoidable thing if we are doing stuff to our hair. So by just not doing as much stuff to our hair, we can avoid that breakage. Like when I figured it out, I was like, wow. So you mean I don't have to do all of this crazy stuff for my hair to grow? I don't need to do stuff to make it grow. I just need to stop doing stuff so it cannot break. Listen to that again. Let me say that again. I just need to stop doing stuff that's causing it to break. And one thing that I would tell my younger self as well is because like whenever I was getting into my hair journey, like most of us, I think I went through that phase of where I used to do all this stuff. And one thing I wish I had realized back then, and something I would tell myself, is just how much the world is driven by capitalism. I don't think I would have worded it like that. I don't think I would have known what capitalism was back in the day. But like how much of the world is driven by profiting off of insecurities, I guess. Or like that sounds really, it's not that, well, I'm about to say it's not that deep, but it can be that deep. But like whether it's products or things telling you that you need to do this, you need to do that, or like this is the way, oh no, this is the way, come buy my course, this is how you do it, this is a secret, if you know this, then your life will be changed. And like almost making it like it has to be hard, like I have to spend a lot of money or I have to do all of this before I can reach this thing. But once you realize that okay, this is marketing all of these things, because if it can get you to believe that you have to put in a lot, you have to do a lot of things to make your hair become a certain way, that then you will be more likely to buy it. It is the very thing that allows people to profit off of you trying to find an answer. Hair doesn't need all of this stuff to be made more complete or made more whole or be made as it should be. It's not even just hair, like, or black women's hair, but how much of the world is driven by incentives to make it this mystical thing that you have to keep on consuming more and more before you can finally get to where you want to go with this. I don't know. That sounded very vague. I hope that made sense. But that's something I tell my younger self, that the reason why you may feel, because for me, I was like, it can't be that simple to just leave my hair alone. It must be more complicated. But no, it is actually that simple. Whenever I was at the beginning of my journey, I would leave my hair out all the time. And I would do protein treatments, deep conditioning treatments, hot oil treatments, anything you can think of. I was always having my hands and my hair to do good things to it, what I thought were good things, but like me manipulating my hair so much to do those things was causing me more breakage. Like it just, I wish I could have told myself, like, stop, you're doing too much. Like you're putting way too much manipulation on your hair. Even though they could be good things and they were good things in what they were meant to do, my process of doing those things so frequently and never like leaving my hair alone. Definitely put a lot of unnecessary wear on my hair. It wasn't until I stopped and actually kind of gave up on my hair growth journey that I realized that leaving your hair alone is the best thing that you can do to it. Leaving your hair alone safely. But now I want to quickly talk on what I actually did to my hair while I had this in. So this was like, a lot of things were different with this protective style that I had in. First off, I don't know if I said this before, but it was on accident. I did not plan to keep this in for as long as I did, but here we are. But another thing that was like, in addition to the fact that I always style my hair. Like, it's very rare for me to go a very long period of time, like, not like actually wearing my hair in a style, like instead of just like putting a scarf on top. But in addition to that, I actually washed my hair like either once a week and sometimes twice a week while I had this in. So that's not something I usually do if you've watched some of my previous protective styling videos. But so with this, I was a little bit afraid of it matting because my twists were also looser and I was constantly putting them in water. But that doesn't seem like a problem yet. But all that to say, I washed it pretty much most of the time, like once a week, and I just used conditioner and I wouldn't rinse it out fully. So I would leave it in a little bit, like, and use it a little bit as leave-in as well. And that's what I did, just shampoo, condition, leave in a little bit of the conditioner as I was rinsing it out. That's all I did to take care of my hair. So if you're someone that likes to wash your hair a lot, if it's part of your normal regimen, if you need to, if you work out, if you do different things, blah, blah, you can essentially do the same exact things that you do to your hair outside of a protective style inside of your protective style, especially if you're not too worried about the style like becoming frizzy and all of that. So yeah, I did do that with this. And that's all I did to take care. I didn't use any like hair growth oils. You can if you want to, as long as they don't cause itching for you, because applying oils to your scalp can cause itching if it's not something that your scalp likes. But yeah, I've kept it very, very simple. Yeah, so that's what I did. I'm excited to style my hair again. This has been an interesting, that's another thing. This, I think it's actually this week, either this week or next week, marks 1 year of me since I did the big chop, and like a little bit under 3 years since my last relaxer, like a little bit under 3 years of me being natural. That's so crazy. I'm not sure when I'm gonna post this video, so my videos are gonna be all out of order. Like, just prepare. Like, I don't know when the video is gonna be posted. This video can be posted a month from now. This video, as I'm filming it, can be posted 2 months from now. I don't know. My life, like I said, has been crazy. Once I'm done taking down at least half of my head, I'll do like a length check. See, I haven't even, the one thing I feel bad about is like another reason. So even though these videos might be posted out of order, I'm still going to try and keep like a timeline for you guys. So at the time of me filming this video is exactly 1 month since, 1 year since I did the big chop, just so that for you guys who are like following along this journey with me, I feel like I retained like 99% of the length that I've grown. Like, I haven't really experienced breakage. Well, I've experienced a little bit of breakage in the front, which you'll see whenever I take down my hair. Just because there's a period of time when I was manipulating my hair a lot. Like, before I put it in the style, I was washing it like once or twice a week. And which is also why I got really good at washing those, actually, just because I had a lot of experience. But I was also putting a lot of manipulation on my hair for a little bit. So I experienced a little bit of breakage, which I'll show you guys. But anyways, now I'm going to finish. I'm going to take out one from the back. Like I said before, you have to be really, really careful when you're taking down your hair, because you don't want to be causing your hair more breakage through the style that you're doing. So this is a time when you have to be super, super careful. And I literally just take my time. Tips would be to not add water to your hair whenever it's really tangled, and to use a product like a conditioner that has good slip but isn't also too watery. That'll help you detangle your hair easier. And just take your time, watch a movie. Don't be in a rush whenever you need to take down your hair, and use it as a time to just relax. And whenever you're taking it down, see right here, I am running into a little bit more resistance and a little bit more tangling. I think it's just something to do with the back of my hair and the nape. Maybe my twists were also loose. I didn't expect to keep these in for this long. I honestly thought I was just gonna keep it in for like maybe 2 weeks or so, but time just kept on passing by, and here we are. But I knew it'd be okay. Even with me washing. Oh my goodness. I have not seen my hair in a while. What? That is crazy. I can't remember. I'll put the time. Whenever I went natural, I feel like my hair was like to right here, and that was a year ago. So maybe 4.5. I don't have a ruler. I don't know. I'd say like 4.5 inches that I've grown or retained in this past year. And when I tell you, so some people may be like, oh, I'll do a protective style for 3 months. But that's only 1 inch. Like, that's gonna take forever. When you realize how long 4 inches is, like the difference that 4 inches can make on your hair, you realize that that 1 inch that you're getting in the 3 months of your protective style really adds up over time. But yeah, wow, that's cool. I wonder what's, wow, I did not expect my, and it adds up over time. I'm just gonna finish taking down my hair. I'm never doing cornrows again, jokingly. Definitely doing cornrows still. But flat twists, like this is so much easier to take down than cornrows would have been. Like if I had left them in for the same amount of time. Like this literally feels like I'm doing a twist out besides like in the nape right here and off the root. I'm getting a little bit of tangling there, but this is a lot easier to take down. Less manipulation to put in and to take down. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish taking down the rest of my hair.
It's really important that you detangle as you go. You don't want to take down all of your hair and then attempt to detangle all of it at once. It'll just be too overwhelming for you. So as you take down each twist, detangle that twist with a bunch of leave-in in your hands. And once you're done detangling a section of your hair, put it away and don't touch it again. So I just loosely twist it up, and I'm not going to touch it again until it's time to wash my hair, and I wash my hair and twist as well. So that way I'm putting as little manipulation on my hair through the actual takedown process by being really, really gentle and just going through all the sections once and then putting it away. And here in a second, I'm about to show you guys the front of my hair that I was talking about earlier that I experienced some breakage on from before. You'll get to see that right now.
Like, I don't know if you can see. There's a little bit of breakage here, and it's so crazy how quickly our hair can break, because I noticed it, like all of that happened in the period of like 2 or 3 weeks. So it's like it can take months and months and months for our hair to grow like an inch or so, but we can lose that inch or multiple inches so quickly. Like the span of a few days shows as like a representation of like the potential, like when we retain our full length, like in the back of my hair where I didn't experience breakage versus where I experienced some breakage. Because if all of my hair was like this around all of my head, I would just think that my hair didn't grow. But it's not that it didn't grow, it's just that it broke some, so it wasn't able to retain all of its length.
Okay, so now I'm giving a fuller view of like what my hair looks like. Stretched, my hair looks much different as you probably see, and just generally with my hair, I have a very tight curl pattern, so whenever it's in its natural shrunken state, it appears much differently. But this is my hair stretched after I've taken it down from this protective style, and yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat, catching up. Comment down below. Let's make this a two-way conversation. How are your hair journeys going? What was the last hairstyle you did? And why did you do it? Yeah, just comment down below about anything you want to comment. So I hope this also helps you learn a little bit more about the science of like length retention and why leaving your hair alone is so effective in retaining length. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.